So we're streaming live too, so we're gonna be over here. Hello. Mic check, mic check. I see you, Willie. Happy birthday, Willie. Yes, sir. Thank you folks for coming. Hope you guys are enjoying the food. Radio Africa, thank you for hosting us. SF Bayview. What's up, nephew? So yeah, we're streaming live, huh? How about that? Making it happen. Huh? Oh. So you need the music down? Let's get that music down over there. We'll get started real soon. Thank you guys for coming out for this important milestone and occasion. How you guys doing? Let's give it up. Let's give it up. How about that? Okay, let's get this party started. Hey, how you doing, Miss Nube? Why don't you come up here too? We got some amazing people in the house, so I'm hoping you guys are mixing and mingling. There's so much synergy and love, and we're here to commemorate past Dr. Willie Ratcliff and his contribution. Woo! How about that? And just, building on that, standing on the shoulders and just continuing that work. And we got a great community of folks coming together and involved, and we need the community. It's all of us or none of us. You know what I mean? It takes the community to say the community, all those different things. We make it happen. You know what I'm saying? For sure. It's all of us or none of us, and can't stop, won't stop. This paper and this publication means so much for so many reasons. I used to deliver this paper when I was a paper boy around 11 and 12 years old. My son right here, that's how old he is. So I was a paper boy in Hunters Point at that age, so it means so much to me. So thank you guys, man. It's I'm real emotional, but I'm really just honored. We got a great lineup. We're going to talk about some of the programs, some great programs, the Dr. Ratcliff Fellowship, and some other programs we're hiring and making sure young journalists and young people get a chance to write stories that are important to us and creating and taking back our narrative. We're going to own our narrative. You know what I mean? That's what time it is. Nube, come on up here. You good at that, because she's been doing it. I listen to Nube every morning on Bayview TV, so y'all better tune in. You know what I'm saying? For sure. And we're going to keep this going. I'm going to have her say a few words about Nube as an editor. She's got a great lineup, her passion and her just unapologetic point of view about her love for her people and her abolitionist point of view that's uncompromising. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand for something or fall for anything. So she stands for something. We know that for sure.
You are so beautiful. Oh, I love you. I love you, making me even more shy than usual. So thank you so much for that. But it is true. I am very, very passionate about what it is that I do. And to have the honor of kind of having the editorship fall into my lap is something that, to have Dr. Willie Ratcliff and Mary Ratcliff entrust me with this legacy newspaper, has been such a humbling experience for me. And I think about how important it is to have not only independent media, but independent Black media, where we can, again, unapologetically Black. We don't have to mince our words. We're not about making people comfortable. Like, if we make you uncomfortable, then we are doing our job. There has to be a place for us to speak unapologetically, without and with passion, and to be respected and honored for what it is that we are talking about. We don't need to make excuses for anybody about what it is that we say is important for us in our community. We are living, you know, we call it white supremacy, but it's not. This is a pathology. We have our minds, our colonized minds, and we are about shifting that, dismantling that, so that we are about creating that. And wait a minute, I don't want to go too far on this, because one of the things that's constantly told to us is that we aren't unified. We don't love each other. All we do is kill each other. We don't have this or we don't have that. Look around. I mean, what we need to continue is this newspaper, because it highlights the true narrative of what is taking place in our communities. This isn't to say I'm not going to dismiss the issues that we have in our community, but you know what? This bullshit about black on black crime, I'm just gonna put this out there. You know, we hurt the people that are closest to us when we are hurting. This is not something that's unique to us, right? So we need an independent media to have a thriving community. So if we want to be healthy in mind, body, and spirit, we have to have a place where our stories can be told. So to be able to have this position has been a real honor. With that said, the fellowship, it's an editorial fellowship. So we have this beautiful Dr. Willie Ratcliff, living legend, 90. We are talking almost, yes, that's right, yes. 9 decades of badass, will not take no for an answer, right? Is such a humble, again, so humble to be entrusted with this. Yes, Dr. Willie Ratcliff, a living legend. We know that we are, go ahead, Willie.
I want to thank everybody for us coming together. And look like we got a crowd. And I just want to thank everybody. I done lived long enough to be an old man. But I'm still going to be around a while. That's right. And I just want to thank everybody for coming out. And if you got an extra nickel or dime, put it in the pot. Thank you.
Come on, Nube. We got some amazing people here, man. That's one thing about our community. We have so many talented jewels that are just amongst us. So everything we need is right in our space. You know, we just got to tap to, communicate and put that energy out there. We talked about that. Come here, Nube, And Willie, we're gonna celebrate, man. I know you know what I mean? You got a little curfew, but we're gonna do some after hours. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do some after hours. You know how we used to do it? You know what I mean? We're gonna have fun with it. Go ahead, Nube, what you want?
No, thank you, because one of the other reasons that we are here, we are amongst a living legend. This is Willie Ratcliff, and he is leaving us. We can see this is a legacy newspaper. And so this fellowship is about, it's an editorial fellowship. And so we have come to this place with the newspaper. We're at another phase of our newspaper where it's time to have someone else take the helm to become the editor-in-chief. It has been such an honor to be able to do what I have done, to take it to this place, but now we are ready to move forward. And so this fellowship is, we are raising money in Dr. Willie Ratcliff's name to bring on a new editor-in-chief. I am not leaving. This is all positive. This is exactly as it needs to be. All things need to be passed on for the various reasons. One of the most precious things for me also about this newspaper is when we talk about the voices of our people, we have had far too many of our people, young people, snatched from our streets and put into prison. And Willie Ratcliff made sure that when he took over this newspaper, that there was going to be a place for our people on the inside to have a voice, because we are not going to be able to do this without our people on the inside. And that is where I would like to, and so I'm going to be redirecting my energies there. So please, whatever you can do to help us fund this fellowship for this new editor-in-chief, we are ready to have someone come in and be a part of the growth of the San Francisco Bayview National Black Newspaper. This is all positive.
All positive.
All positive.
I want to say something
Yeah,
too.
please.
Going forward, the president, Shaman Walton, stopped in for a minute earlier, and he couldn't stay. He had some prior engagements, but he did want to give Mr. Ratcliff this certificate of honor from the Board of Supervisors, signed by everybody, the mayor and everybody. So why don't we give Mr. Ratcliff a round of applause, I guess, for this? You know, this is from President Shaman Walton. So how about that? Yes, yes. Happy birthday, Willie.
That's right. Give our people their flowers when they are alive.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's right. Give our people their flowers when they're alive. Right? Do not forget about our people.
We got, you know what? We got some staff and I'm the chair of the SF Bayview Foundation Board of Directors. We got some board members here. We got some staff members here. Why don't y'all wave y'all hand, man? Step it up. Let's see where everybody at. Why don't y'all, let's give ourselves a round of applause. How about that?
Please. We cannot do it without this tiny staff.
Community, some young sisters that's writing. We're going to make this happen. Where you at, Glo? It's Gloria right here. This is our secretary right here.
Hey, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay, real quick, I just wanted to specifically point out the board members by name. We got our chair who just walked away, Mr. Kev Epps. We have our president, Mary Ratcliff. Back there doing all the sounds and the wheels of steel and video, audio, video, and that this mic is possible, Mr. Will Hammond. My name is Gloria Berry. I'm not sure if I see our treasurer, but speaking of money, I'd like to transition just so that you know we struggle every single month to get this paper going. We want to keep it going. We want to get these interns and these fellows paid. And we also just want to not have to rob Peter to pay Paul. So on your tables, there's the flyer with the Q code. If you can do a donation any size, $5, $5,000, whatever is in your heart. Also, online, if you can't do it tonight, online, the code is there under San Francisco Bayview newspaper. And we also have shirts over here, T-shirts. Let me show you this beautiful T-shirt with Mr. Ratcliff on the back.
Limited edition, people. There are only 25, and there's less than that now.
And the cost of the shirt is $50, but we got a deal if you live in the Bayview for $25. And I just bought 2 that I'm going to give away, and I'm going to ask 2 questions. The first question is, where is Mr. Ratcliff from? What city? What city? No. Narrow down. You're closest, though, where he's from Texas. Anybody know what city? That's not the city. There you go.
Woo! Yes.
And we got one more question. Don't knock each other down, because this is an easy one. So I'm gonna have to try to see who's the first one to raise a hand. How many years has the San Francisco Bayview newspaper been around? I heard a 47 back there. Here you go.
That's real. That's real. Muhammad Kareem had it for 15 years. Muhammad, are you here? I don't think he's here. Okay.
You know, she's been doing. I turned it off. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you hear me? Yeah, Dr. Sumchild have done amazing work on behalf of our community around the environmental injustice and really having it out there in layman terms so our people can be educated and informed about what we're dealing with in this community around the, those environmental issues. So thank you, Dr. Himsa. You know, we work together on Straight Outta Hunters Point, so I'm very familiar with her work, and she's been on the front line, boots on the ground, from the streets to the suites and everything in between. You know, so we want to give her some love. We got some more people in here that's been putting it down. You know what I'm saying? So welcome to the hood. I'm Hunters Point. I'm Straight Outta Hunters Point, 94124. You know what I mean? So let's get that real clear. This is home for me. You know what I'm saying? I take ownership, and I'm intentional about what I stand for, and that's why I want my son and them to know, like, man, this is our community. Like, you know what I mean? What you hear, what you heard, I bring them here so they can see it's parks, it's kids, it's community, it's life, it's black culture and revolutionary. Look at it, people are trying to survive, man. You know what I mean? Switch mics. I get emotional, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's deeper than rap with me. You know what I mean? So let's get that clear. So come here, sister. This Ariana, come here. This is Marie Harrison. Y'all know this is her daughter. Come on now. We got real pioneers, real movers and shakers in here. Why don't you say a few words? She's on the board with us. So we got a great collection of beautiful, committed, loyal, loving people that love their people. It's all love. Say some words, sis.
My name is Ariana Harrison. I am the founder of Marie Harrison Community Foundation, Inc. for social and environmental justice. www.canwelive.org. Now, I like to try a little exercise with y'all, because I need to wake y'all up a little bit, because y'all look like I'm getting a little bored up in here. We can't have none of that, okay? Okay, so when I say can we, can you say live? Can we? When I say can we, can you say live? Can we? And that's all that all of us are trying to do. We out here struggling, but we got everything that it takes to win. So we got to fight like hell to protect the health, our community, and our residents, and we got to look out for each other. We got to bring back like old school, and that's where loyalty is. Loyalty is a word called love. Love is an action word, so let's move with intention for our community. When I say can we, can you say live? Can we? When I say can we, can you say live? Can we? All right, and we're here to celebrate Bayview newspaper, right? You know what I'm saying? That's been holding it down for the community for years. 4 years. Since I was a kid, I can remember running around Mary and Dr. Sumchild too, and Willie and my dad, and I can remember some of the cold arguments they used to have over that newspaper, right? And the stories and all that kind of stuff. So I have a unique perspective when it comes to this community. You know what I'm saying? Because I was born and raised here in this community, and I got folks. Matter of fact, the Harrisons is a large family. We come into a hood near you to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? From Fillmore to Trail Hill, Sunnydale, I got an incredible hood pass. You know what I'm saying? but nevertheless, this is our community. It's beautiful. We love it. It's very diverse. It's a beautiful rainbow of people that live here, but we know our history better than anybody. We're here to celebrate the Bayview newspaper that's been operating for years. Without them, we would not have a voice, and other people would probably not pick up our stories at all. So I'd like to thank them for me personally, because the struggles that I've been going through as far as working in collaboration with Dr. Sunshine. If the Bayview newspaper wouldn't have gave me a voice, then there would be no KQED, KPIX, and all those other news channels. There wouldn't be decisions being made on our behalf that wouldn't be getting traction right now. So thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving Bayview newspaper. You guys have an awesome day. And I'm just handing it back over to the man, Kevin Epps.
Sister, respect. Thank you so much. It's all love. You already know. We got some movers and shakers in the house. I see Carol McGruder. She's on the front line. Anybody know about the work that they've been doing? Everybody coming out. We got Carol Tatum in the house, and people that I just look up to and know that they're doing great work. So if I don't point you out, it's nothing personal. I'm just, people that touch me and move me in a certain way, I just, put it in the universe. So thank y'all for blessing us. We got a journalism program. A few folks wanted to come here, New Bay, wanted to just talk about some of the work that they're doing with the journalism program. So we really on the move, man. We making it happen, and that's what time it is.
All right, I really don't mean to have the mic so much, but we were gifted. Now look, this is the first time in the history of the San Francisco Bayview National Black newspaper that's actually been a staff, just so you know, like these past couple years, right? We hobbled together this little tiny staff. So as much as I appreciate, I'm kind of the face right now, but we have incredible staff members who are getting grants for us, doing social media. So we've got Griffin Jones, Sophia Chupin, we've got a community journalist. Oh my God, I'm now, Sierra Bourne, sorry. This is why I really shouldn't have the mic too long. But we were able to get a grant to hire community journalists. We need people to be able to go out and get the stories. We have never been able to pay our writers. We've never had a staff of writers, ever. All the stories we get come to us from the people, right? So, but we need to be in a position to get the stories. So, because of our beautiful staff members, we have gotten a grant so that we can have community journalists to go out and capture those stories that Ariane just talked about, because we need more of those. We have gotten 11 applicants. 9 of them are from the Bayview Hunters Point area. So think about that need. Like, they're waiting for us. So this is so exciting that we have this going on. And Dewana Stewart, unfortunately, she had to check, go on out. So she is going to be the program manager for this. So what you're going to see in the newspaper, we are so excited to see, because you're going to see even more stories being gotten by the community members to come into the newspaper. So we are very, very excited about this new development. I'm going to keep going with our, and we've been able to hire a social media manager. So all of the, if you've been seeing all the great things that have been happening on social media, for those of you that play there, that's because of one person who's been able to make this happen. So thank you so much. I mean, literally, we are all wearing 2 and 3 hats all the time, right? Sierra Bourne just did some kind of fellowship. Yeah, one day she'll talk about it. If you even want to come up and talk about it, it's great. So we have this incredible We have these young people that are doing things in their lives and coming to the newspaper, and we are finally able to, again, hobble some money together to pay them. And Sierra's going to be one of our new community journalists. The fellowship, the editorial fellowship, we must pay the editor. We must pay our editor. So please, I encourage you, use the QR code. The GoFundMe has started. It is live. Donate, invest. It's an investment. It's not a donation. It's an investment in this legacy newspaper. So join us. We were supposed to have some kind of thermometer, some kind of thermometer. I don't know if that's coming up, but we're going to pass a hat. We're going to encourage you. The GoFundMe is live. It will go for whatever few days. Here comes the hat coming around. And there are QR codes all over the tables to go take you right to the GoFundMe. If you can't do it, tell your people that can tell their people, so we can get this money into this editorial fellowship, the Dr. Willie Ratcliff Editorial Fellowship, so we can keep the stories of our people and the narrative of our people going in this independent newspaper, independent black newspaper. Okay, I really am probably not going to say much more. We're going to do the testimonials soon.
Okay. So yeah, Dr. Ratcliff, we're gonna sing happy birthday to this brother. Well, how about that? Do you want to do that? Yeah, I'm pulling that up now. Hey, Will, do we got, that's all right. Give me a second. Gloria, you have something else you wanted to say while I pull this up real quick? Yeah, go ahead, do some things.
Okay, while he pulls up Stevie Wonder version of Happy Birthday, we're going to do one more T-shirt. We're going to do one more T-shirt. The question is, what is Dr. Ratcliff's favorite food? And I'll give you a hint, you had some tonight. Narrow it down. There you go. We got a winner. We got a winner. Let me go get your shirt.
Gloria, you are awesome. I love that. That's beautiful. Go, Malika. Oh, I admit it. God, don't give this woman a mic. On the behalf of many of the new African revolutionaries that I have the privilege and honor of working with on the inside, who are unable to live stream because they have been systematically denied access to their communities for decades. They know this is taking place. Willie, I want to tell you, Willie, all of the brothers inside, the brothers and sisters inside, whose voices you have made space for in this beautiful newspaper, they send you a clenched fist of salute. They love you, and can't stop, won't stop. All right, thank you. Okay, who else needs to be on this mic? And I think it's all of you. We want to take some time for testimonials. Is it time? Fantastic, because Oh, the film. Oh, the film first. You might be right. Yes. Okay. Mary's right. Are we ready to watch the film? You are all so lucky. You are going to be the first to see this brand new documentary by Kevin Epps and Will Hammond, The Wisdom Dr. Willie's Wisdom. So we are going to watch the film first, and then we're going to take some time for testimonials. Thank you.
I don't believe that the Navy would put a toxic dump in the city in Bayview Hunters Point here at the shipyard if this community had been white. They just felt that they could get away with it, and
One, two, 1, 2. How we doing? How we doing over there, Will? All right. So, yeah, we're gonna show this short film we put together. It was actually, yeah. Let Carolyn sit over there. Carol, Miss Tatum. Huh? Okay, text her back. Thank you, man, for blessing us, man. We got some, it's amazing to see, like, kids. We got everybody. I mean, Mr. Ratcliff is 90. My daughter just made 9. So just to show that, yeah, say it's her birthday this past week. Happy birthday, sweetie. Thank you, all right? Yeah, that's my daughter, Camille, man. She's amazingly talented. Want to say something, Camille? Are you good? You want to say hi? Come here, stand up, say hi. Say happy birthday. You know, she know Willie, Mr. Ratcliff. We spend a lot of times with Mr. Ratcliffs. Say hi.
Hi.
Want to say happy birthday to Mr. Ratcliff?
Happy birthday, Mr. Ratcliff.
1, 2, 1, 2. Went off. Is that it? 1, 2.
Happy birthday, Miss Ratcliff.
It came from Camille, man. She spends a lot of time. We spend a lot of time at the Ratcliffs, the kids, you know, when we're in there doing a lot of our work. So it's all to support this, you know, this newspaper. I see Brother Muhammad back there who, you know, put the paper out early on in the early 70s. So, man, raise your hand, man, because you've been doing a lot of work too, man. It's an unsung hero right there. The SF Bayview, man, him and Mr. Ratcliff, them, you know, started this. Thank you so much. What was you saying, Sister Nube? We got some Zoom Zooms. They got some cake, huh? We got some snacks, some sweets over there. Thank you, Radio Africa, for giving us this love and showing us this hospitality. How about that?
I'm sorry, I did want to say one thing. I'm really showing myself up here. When I was talking about our tiny staff, I failed to mention this beautiful woman over here, my mother. Maybe this is why, because I knew I would start to burst into tears. But, you know, a couple of years ago, when we really needed some help, when the Bayview needed light, it was done by my mom. And I would be remiss not to mention so. Thank you, Mom. Not to mention she's my mama.
Let's keep that thing rolling. Yeah, we do want to, yeah. You know, Carol, why don't you stand up and talk about the work you've been doing, because I've been following you, and you're doing amazing work on behalf of our community. This is Carol Magruder, you guys, from the alcohol.
Say hi, everybody. I'm Carol Magruder, and I am a daughter of Bayview. I have not lived in Bayview for 40-some-odd years, but I grew up on Thomas and Keith, and I'm an African woman, and we believe in where you come from is your village. So this is my village. I've lived all over the world, and this is the place where my roots are. I'm the co-chair of the African American Tobacco Control Leadership Council, and I'm one of the prime reasons why you cannot buy a pack of Newport cigarettes legally. I know you can get it out of a trunk sometime, because I'm from here, so I know how that works, but you can't legally buy it in the city and county of San Francisco. So we have been leading the fight nationally to get the deadliest product that kills more black people than all of the police officers, ourselves, all of the other forms of diseases and death combined. And there's somebody that takes advantage of all the other things that happen with us, and that's the tobacco industry cartel. And I want to say that Mary and Willie, Dr. Willie Ratcliff, have supported my work all these years when people thought I was crazy. Like, what are you doing about these cigarettes when everything else is so bad? So we know the tobacco industry cartel built up Ebony and Jet. And when I grew up, you couldn't get a copy of them without seeing Newport ads in there. And that's the reason why Newport is the co-star of our lives in every major city in this country. They gave away free cigarettes to people like Dave Chappelle, who can't make it through a set without smoking a cigarette. He got free cigarettes at 14 years old, and he's dead at 54. She would be my age if she were alive. So that's the fight. And so I grew up here. I used a phony address. I bused myself to Washington High School. I rode down 3rd Street past all the liquor stores. I rode through the Western Addition through all the liquor stores, out to the avenues to Washington High School where you couldn't find those products. And that is what we think of as normal, and it is not normal. That we're about building a beloved community. And so we want to get these products that have killed 1 million black people in the past 40 years, 20 years, 1 million black people. So whether you smoke or not, it's not about your individual, it's about